Welcome to the Elite Dangerous Universe, Commander. My name is Drew Wager, one of the official authors who contributed to the narrative of the game. If you want a guide to the lore, you've come to the right place. This is the ongoing lore of the Thargoids. With Aegis reformed, research and development was conducted across the core worlds at a fever pitch, looking for any and all ways for humanity to fight back against the Thargoid invasion. By this point, hundreds of systems had been overrun by the Thargoids, whilst only a handful had been successfully liberated by Federal, Imperial and Alliance forces, supported as always by independent pilots. Access within the maelstroms themselves was prevented by a repellent pulse, preventing any human vessels from accessing the cores or undertaking any significant attacks. Meanwhile, Thargoid fleets continued to expand their grasp over the core worlds, annexing more than 1,000 star systems and costing the lives of millions of citizens in far-flung, wide-ranging settlements. Yet, eventually, humanity's combined ingenuity and sheer pluck allowed vessels to penetrate the maelstroms. Within, a vast Thargoid mothership-class construct lay, quickly dubbed Titans by spacers, which appeared to act as command centres for the Thargoid fleets. The Titans were surrounded by a corrosive caustic cloud, making attacks difficult to coordinate. It took long weeks for pilots to gain enough information to customise their ships to cope with the unique conditions. But a turning point in the one-sided conflict was reached. Human vessels were able to exploit weaknesses within the Titans' defences, ultimately resulting in the destruction of one of the 8 Titans, named Tyrannus, known to be present in the vicinity. March the 2nd, 3310, was marked as many as the day the tide turned. Humanity switched from purely defensive and responsive tactics, used by necessity, to a full-on offensive strategy, salvaging materials from the destroyed Titan and passing that information back to the R&D teams who produced ever more effective weaponry for the front line. A combination of Guardian and reverse-engineered Thargoid debris was found to be most efficacious. A neutralization of the Titan's heat-venting capability caused them to undergo a rapid, unscheduled thermal event. One by one, each Titan fell, leading to renewed confidence and a sense that humanity could, at last, push back this malevolent force from the territories. The Thargoids' own ambitions were difficult to determine. Were they attempting to annex territory, or subjugate humanity? Perhaps both. Pundits were quick to point out that the Thargoids' reaction to the destruction of their Titans was both slow and ineffective. War zones were centred around various nebulae where barnacle activity had been noticed in the past, but slowly shifted as humankind began to score its victories. Then, in a remarkable turn of events, the Thargoids did change tack. Shinatra Desra, a bastion of the Pilots Federation itself, was overrun within hours, but the invasion was successfully repelled within a galactic standard week. Then, finally, only one Titan remained, Kosijo. Whether it was desperation, spite, or some other emotional state entirely foreign to humans, Kosijo left the Col 285 sector and reverted to its supralight mode of transport, with a course that would take it into the very heart of the core worlds. It did not take long to establish that it had set a direct course for the Sol system, the centre of the Federation, and humanity's point of origin itself, Earth. How the Thargoids determined that Sol was the most significant to humanity is unclear. Both Achenar and Alioth could lay claim to being of equal cultural importance, and Sol is not alone in being a federal military stronghold. Were the Thargoids somehow monitoring our communications? Did they know that Earth was where humanity originated? These questions remain unanswered. Regardless, Kossajo arrived in the Sol system amidst a panicked and ill-coordinated evacuation attempt. Billions were killed when the invading Thargoids effectively wiped out the rescue megaship convoys within Sol and nearby systems. Kossajo, in a brazen display of power, positioned itself in Earth orbit, having decimated defensive fleets despite the presence of several Farragut-class battlecruisers. Some military support from the Empire and the Alliance was received, but far less than was deemed acceptable to many observers. Once again, it was primarily down to the combined efforts of independent pilots, regardless of their allegiance, to stand against the Thargoids and face down this imperious, yet still faceless, enemy. On the 18th of December, 3310, Kossajo was defeated, at great cost, with the few remaining Thargoid vessels escaping through hyperspace portals to destinations unknown. At what became known as the Battle of Sol, Earth was saved, at the cost of billions of lives and billions more displaced, distraught and dismayed at the damage wrought. Immediate efforts concentrated on returning starports to operational readiness. With the immediate crisis past, focus now switched to rebuilding what was destroyed and ensuring that the displaced population of the core worlds could be given sanctuary. Some, however, are looking beyond the end of what some have dubbed the Second Thargoid War. Yes, we fought them off, but we still have no idea of their real strength, whereby they come from, and what their ultimate intentions might be. Some have postulated that the Thargoid response to humanity is akin to how human antibodies might respond to an infection, mindlessly attempting to destroy parasitic infestations without thought or consequence. If so, humanity's victory here might be merely a page turn before a stronger and better adapted Thargoid invasion takes place. Others claim we have decimated their military capability and they will not dare to bother us again. The Thargoids certainly seem to have badly underestimated humanity's ingenuity in dealing with their aggression, or our rapid increase in effective military capability during the altercation. This, it seems, is their core weakness, both an inability to change tactics and strategy themselves, and at the same time not anticipating that their antagonists can also change and adapt. We do know that the Thargoids have been in space for millions of years. That duration of time gives them much experience and longevity to consider their next move. Humanity's ingenuity has prevailed for now, but how much time remains until we are forced to confront the Thargoids again, or how such a future confrontation might go, remains to be seen.